does that go? How does that go? Dad! What do you think you're doing?
Playing guitar, son. I'm trying to remember an old song.
Shouldn't you be reading student writing?
Maybe.
Or what about designing the clues to the Central Lakes College Medallion Hunt?
Oh my gosh. You're right. That's next week. I better get on that. Ready to kick off the annual Medallion Hunt 2015. You know, a year ago, with research, I attempted to trace the origins of our college all the way back to the origin of the Medallion Hunt. And I made the announcement on a little documentary that it began during 1842, right during the German-Irish Wars. Then I said to myself, am I demanding the same thing that I demand of my Comp 2 students, to research as thoroughly as possible? I went back to the CLC archives and found the work of Robert Brackenschiller-Dummkopf. Professor Robert Brackenschiller-Dummkopf was an early Central Lakes College historian who took a particular interest in the Viking explorers who had made it all the way to Minnesota through the Great Lakes. Everyone knows that those Vikings created something called the Kensington Runestone that is still on display in a museum in Alec. Brackenschiller-Dummkopf determined that as these Vikings went across Minnesota, eating raw walleye and drinking mead, they had a change of heart. Because of one intrepid leader, they decided to live a completely different kind of life. The leader was named Hrothgar Lundblad. Lundblad convinced the other Vikings that their lifestyle, which consisted of questing, fighting with strangers, and burning libraries, was just not sustainable. He convinced them that they should become educators. One morning, their last in Minnesota, Hrothgar Lundblad created a second runestone. And on this, he more or less put down his vision of education. And, roughly anyway, the mission statement of Central Lakes College. Years later, Norwegian settlers found this runestone along the banks of the Mississippi River. They couldn't read it all, but they could get enough to start our college, believe it or not. Oh, it wasn't much. Just a few stumps in open-air classrooms. But that's how our college began. This spring, we're going to honor those intrepid explorers by having the 2015 Medallion Hunt, and I think you know how it works. Every day this week, I'm going to write a clue, and I'm going to give it to Phil Olson. If you want to know what that clue is, you're going to have to visit the Student Life Center on the second floor of CLC. Each clue, at the beginning anyway, is going to be opaque, but they're going to become more clear as the week goes on. And yeah, I'm getting to be an older guitar player, but that won't defend you from the last clue, which is certain to be musical. Good luck. Happy medallion hunting.